So liberals are trying to have an unelected judge remove Donald Trump from the ballot because they are that worried about losing to him. This is The Brink. And folks, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like me and you like what we do here. And if you love it, you can also become a Daily Caller Patriot. There's a link in the description below. So Judge Sarah B. Wallace, she's overseeing this challenge in Colorado, which argues that Donald Trump incited and engaged in an insurrection on January 6th and is therefore disqualified to run for office under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. Now, bear in mind here, Wallace is an unelected official, okay? She was appointed by a Democratic governor and has financially supported the Colorado Turnout Project, which is dedicated, okay? Their mission is to prevent any politician who, quote, refused to condemn the political extremists who stormed the United States Capitol on January 6th from holding office. And Donald Trump is supposed to get a fair trial from a judge who has already expressed her political beliefs on this matter through financial contributions. Yeah, I'm sure that's probably like the definition of the word justice in Webster's dictionary, right? Now, I've actually spoken about this topic. I think it was probably our first or second episode here on The Brink. So if you want a full analysis, you can scroll back a little bit and find it. But the question is, again, whether Donald Trump engaged in an insurrection and can hold office. Now, this clause was created after the Civil War to prevent any former Confederates who rebelled against the Union from holding office. But the very first question that needs to be answered is whether Donald Trump falls under the category of an officer of the United States. Because the 14th Amendment, it is very clear about senators, representatives, military officers, but not the presidency. Now, we have a partial answer here. So Chief Justice John Roberts, he issued the 2010 opinion in the case Free Enterprise Fund versus Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, in which he says that the people do not vote for the officers of the United States, and instead those officers are actually appointed exclusively pursuant to Article 2, Section 2 procedures. So if the people don't vote for officers of the United States, then Trump, who was an elected official, right, people voted for him, he is not an officer. So arguing that Donald Trump is an officer, it's likely going to get challenged, and I would assume all the way up to the Supreme Court. But then there's the big question of, did Donald Trump incite an insurrection? If we allow a woman who has made her political position known, who was not elected by the people, decide unequivocally that Donald Trump incited an insurrection and then can't be on a ballot, our country is gone. I'm sorry for cursing, but that's the only way to say it, right? We are going to let one woman make a decision this monumental and historic, one that literally would tell Colorado voters, the state is deciding the election for you because we're giving you one choice. You can vote for Joe Biden or just don't vote. Trump questioned the election. His speech on January 6th in no way, shape, or form encouraged violence. I have listened to it like 100 times. I read through the transcript, okay? Listen to his speech and find me a single instance in which he called for violence. You can't. But what you can do is you can listen to the specially cut clips from CNN and all these other liberal networks that then make you believe that, okay? I do not like the idea that if you question the government, okay, you give a speech questioning the government, the same government, mind you, that literally meddles in everyone else's elections, if they meddled in ours, that you can be removed from the ballot by one woman who wasn't even elected. The founders risked treason charges when they rebelled against their government, right? When they began to question the crown, to question the government, it is possibly the most American thing you can do. Question your government, right? Revive that spirit of distrust towards Big Brother and use it to your advantage, right? That is so it's so innately American. I don't know how people could actually be upset with that, right? Now, I want to turn to something a little more local here, but to New York and the migrant crisis. So the Big Apple has a big problem on their hands. They are now giving free one-way plane tickets out of New York City because they have no room for the migrants. And it's just so funny to me because, they're out here billing it like, oh, we're helping the migrants take their next steps in their journeys. You are literally just saying, we don't want to deal with this, so we're just going to kind of push the problem elsewhere, right? And they were literally trying to build it as if they're helping them on their journey. Where's their journey? Their journey ends in New York City, right? That's where they wanted to come to. They are literally, these officials are playing hot potato with migrants. But that's not all the city is doing with these migrants, okay? They are actually spending millions of dollars, your hard-earned tax dollars, to do migrants' laundry, okay? This is according to the New York Post. Now, this comes as officials are warning Governor Kathy Hochul that other state services are at risk because we are draining our resources here in New York to help migrants. These migrants put an incredible strain on our resources, right? Our dollars, our services. And for what? What are they contributing? And look at these videos. The videos I see, these are young men, right? These are military-age fighting men. People who aren't being vetted when they come into this country. What asylum claim do they have? Because statistically speaking, most migrants do not have reasonable asylum claims, okay? They don't fall under one of the 5 categories that would make you eligible for asylum. But the problem is that the court systems are so backed up that it takes ages to get in front of a judge to hear your claim. And so these migrants are then dispersed nationwide, okay? And either they don't show up to their court dates, or the system loses track of them, right? Or the system just never has time for them because it is that backed up. The same effort that was used to keep an unvaccinated tennis player out of the country is the same effort that should be used to deport every single one of these migrants. Honestly, it is going to come to the point where people need to threaten to withhold their tax dollars, okay? That is the most... I know I just said that, question your government is the most American thing you could do, but I'm telling you, withholding your dollar, that is so American, okay? If the government cannot uphold their end of the bargain of the American contract, right, which is, enforcing the laws in the books, keeping the city safe, using our tax dollars wisely, withhold your taxes, right? Because believe me, as soon as the gravy train runs dry, you will see the migrants shipped out so fast, you won't even have time to blink, okay? They will be gone. The government is not going to risk their money coming in to help a bunch of migrants, okay? Folks, we will have more here tomorrow on The Brink. And remember, folks, share this with your friends. Share this with people who would like it, with people who would hate it. We love them all here. Thank you guys for joining. We'll see you tomorrow.